Hi everybody, and welcome to our latest BC Bytes video. My name's Oliver Barker, and I'm joined with Franz Munich. Hi Franz.
Hey Oliver, great to be here.
Fantastic. So let's get into it. Today's video is going to be an opportunity to explore the customer sales quote process inside of Microsoft Dynamics Business Central. We want to start off by creating a customer and understanding all the configurable options for a customer and a contact. We want to push that through to a quote and the most efficient ways to do that manually or by using AI Copilot. And finally, push that through to an invoice, all whilst communicating with a customer. So let's get into it, Franz, and start with a salesperson has received an inquiry from a new customer and they want to set them up in the system.
Fantastic. So we're here in Microsoft Business Central. It should be a familiar interface. We're not covering the user interface today. We'll do that in a different session. So I'm going to go straight ahead and say, let's go to our customer list. Here's our list of customers. We've got some existing customers. We've got a lot of stats about them. We're looking for a new company here, which doesn't exist, and we'll go ahead and create them. All right, so they are a company. I'll create them using the customer company template. Populates their customer number. We'll give them a name, snappy name, Newco Pty Limited. That should do it.
That's it.
We've got our salesperson assigned. Well, let's pretend we want to change that. There's nothing else I'm really interested in here. I could just show less so it doesn't fill so much of my screen. ABN numbers we typically capture. We'd want to know their address. We'll just use our office address in Melbourne. And let's pick our postal code for Melbourne and off a list in Victoria. All right, we don't have a contact yet. We need to create that next. We are going to transact in Australian dollars, so we don't have to set a currency code. If it was a foreign currency, we'd set it there. But what I do want to make sure that we do is this is going to be payment terms. This is going to be a COD customer. As you can see, many examples of payment terms we could set up. I'm just going to go ahead and set them to COD. All right. We don't have a contact yet. We want to set the primary contact. Let's have a look at our contacts here. And we want to go ahead and create a contact. Let's see. Oliver, I'm going to use you.
Sure.
I've done it again. I go and put your name in over the number, which is auto-generated. That's better. Over here, if I had any interactions, I go ahead and create an interaction. I got a phone call, I sent an email, I followed up. And then what's important for us is we want to make sure we can communicate with you in email. Oliver.barker@cloudfactory.co. And that's really all that we need. We'll load your photo at another time, capture lots of interactions over there, and everything is auto-saved. So we are good to go. We have a contact under Newco, and I can go ahead and set my primary contact here as Oliver Barker.
Fantastic.
All right.
Great. Okay, so we have the company, we have the contact. Something to note as well, which you'll see across many other videos as well in the series, is these side panels on the right hand side. Fantastic. They pop up in all different areas, just giving you a better understanding. Franz is going to relate to them as we move on to the next section, which is a customer is looking to now buy some items and we want to create a quote. So we're going to look at that two different ways. One, through manually creating a quote to a recognized customer. And then we're also going to dive into some of the sales order agent automation with our email. So let's have a look at those two quote options, Franz.
Fantastic. So yeah, we'll use Copilot. artificial intelligence for Microsoft. They have a sales order agent. If I just hover over it, it's going to tell me about how many hours we've saved and amounts quoted and number of quotes created and things. I'll just click on it and open up the sales order agent panel. This is a monitored inbox. And here we are going to see some requests come in. So on the other hand, we've got a Datum Corporation. We've got a lot of stats around them already. They're a customer with a lot of detail. I can drill into any of this. We've got Newco we've just created. Well, there's no stats here. That's understandable. We're going to start creating some transactions in Newco. And yeah, I'm going to go to a Datum. Got a phone call, and they want to get a quote on something. So I could just go into a Datum, or I could click in through the KPIs over there. There's going to be some multitasking, I can already tell, because Newco is chasing me and I'm trying to sort something out for a Datum here. But not to worry, I'll let Copilot do the work. So I'm looking at, I've just reverse sorted that. I'm looking at all the existing quotes. I want to go ahead and create a new quote for a Datum. And then at the same time as that is happening, because I'm going to go ahead and fill this quote out in a second, what is this that's come in through the monitored inbox? Let's have a look. So while I'm working on a Datum, an email has come in for Newco from Oliver saying, "Hi France, hope you're well. Could you please send me a quote for, here, 11 Paris chairs, 1 Athens desk." You'll notice there's no SKU numbers or anything in there. No product numbers have been quoted, but this email has come through, and Copilot, please have a look at that and go and create a quote for me. I'll review it later. I'm busy with the Datum here. So with the Datum, there's a couple of things. Quote valid to date. I might want to say that for this customer, for this range, I can hold the price for 2 weeks. I know which products I'm going to put in. And also, the salesperson said, please put it under an opportunity. Now, they hadn't created an opportunity yet, but fortunately, I can just go ahead and create the opportunity for them. This was a new office setup that they were doing. And I have a habit of typing over the numbers. There we go. So I create the opportunity. It's going to create tasks for me. It's going to go through sales cycles and stages and things like that. I'm just going to say, okay, create that. And do you want to start the opportunity? Yes. Activate it, put it in its first stage. Let me just show less here so I can see more of my screen. In the meantime, for Newco, Copilot's been working along. Let's have a review of what they've been doing. Now I'm looking at Newco. It's a sales quote for Newco. It's being captured with quantity of 11 Paris chairs, 1 Athens desk. I'm starting to see here I've got a sales quote. They haven't sold or bought anything. Sorry, I haven't sold them anything. They haven't bought anything. Item availability is looking challenging. We can still send a quote out. I can modify things while I'm here. I'll just go ahead and modify the warehouse. And you know what? We did it with the other one. And let's put in a validity date. This one can have an entire month on the quotation. And I'm happy with all of that. Copilot, please draft me an email so that we can go ahead and send that. All right, I'm back in the Datum. I hope it doesn't get confusing. There was Newco. I'm back in the Datum, and I want to select the items my customer called me about. I can just go ahead and type the SKUs over here, or I can go and scroll down and pick them off a list, or I could look at a bigger list, select items. I can have a look and see, well, I've got a lot of Paris chairs, and particularly the Antwerp conference table is a good one for what they're asking for. So I'll just press the Control key and click that. Those two are selected, and I want to add those in. Now the customer wanted 6 of the chairs. I am going to adjust the warehouse to a simple warehouse, simply because I want to do an example of moving to invoice here. And I don't want to do that in advanced warehouse. That will require me to pick and pack and create shipments. And I don't want to do that in this session. That's a different session for that. I have my quote ready, and I also have a message back from Copilot. Let's have a look at it. I'm back in Newco with Oliver, and it says, "Dear Oliver, thank you for your request. Please find below the summary of your quote," and it's attached as a PDF. I like that. I have nothing to add. I could add there. I could type. I'm going to go ahead and simply confirm that and let Copilot send that email off. It can get very confusing because I'm back in a datum. And so I'm carrying on with my manual. I've created a quote. I've put it on an opportunity. I've put an expiry date on it, and I'm going to go ahead and email it to my customer. This is a template, so we can make it say what we want it to say. And of course, my quote is attached as a PDF, and I'll go ahead and send that email out. So we've gone to quote for both the datum and for Newco on different requirements. The one has been a manual data capture, and the other one, of course, has been coming in by email and handled by the sales order agent, Copilot.
Fantastic. I mean, look, that's a great example of
Yep.
how Copilot and the AI can be working for you, and you can be multitasking. There are plenty of companies that will be pulling information out of systems or into Excel and spreadsheets to create quotes and pulling inventory items and prices from different places. This is a centralized source where you can manually adjust your quotes simply and easily, or you can rely on the great AI capability in Copilot. But the good thing is as well, you'll notice that there are always opportunities to approve or change with Copilot as you go through. So it's not taking the whole task away, just speeding it up and allowing you to review, which is what we're all looking for. So let's now have a look at how we can push that quote through to an order. I've received that quote from you in my inbox. I'm very happy with the order.
Fantastic.
And I've responded back to it, and you should have received an order now saying I'd like to go ahead, but I've also included an order number in there, which hopefully has been picked up.
Well, let's have a look, because I did receive it. You're very quick on responding to emails. That's always
Keen
a good thing.
customer.
Keen customer. Thank you. That all looks great. I'd like to proceed with the order, and here is my order number. Man of few words and knows what he wants to buy. I'm going to confirm that, which means Copilot, please go and take that previous quote and convert it to an order, because they want to buy something. In the meantime, I got a phone call from a datum saying, "Thanks, I liked what you sent me. Could you go ahead and raise an order for me?" By the way, yeah, eight chairs were decided. We had too few. And so what I'm going to do very quickly is just turn that into an order. And it says an open opportunity is linked to this quote. The quote, the opportunity has to be closed before the quote can be converted to an order. Can I go ahead and do that? Yes, please do that. It's marked as 1. And of course, it's done because I'm a competent consultant.
Of course, of course.
Yeah. I'm going to cancel the old tasks. We're not covering that side of opportunities today, but tasks were created in the background for the salespeople to do things. I'm going to go ahead and close all of those. The value of the orders come from the quote. As you can see, it's right there. I'm going to go ahead and close that opportunity. And let's have a look at the new order. Okay. In the meantime, let's have a look what Copilot has come back with. Back to Newco. Every time I go to Copilot, I'm in Newco. There it is, Newco. I have a sales order. Well, that's it. I have a sales order. So it's gone and converted it into a sales order. Everything is good to go. I'm happy with that. And I'm going to hang on. There we go. There's your external document reference that's come through here. It's captured your purchase order number. I'm going to confirm that, which means that Copilot will go and draft a nice email for me for Newco. I'm now back here into a datum. Multitasking, not one of my strengths, but Copilot is keeping me on track here today. And I have my sales order and the customer wants it. They're on terms, this customer. I've got a number of messages up here for availability of stock. So we're going to have to do some purchasing. That's another session. Overdue balances, credit limits exceeded. Those are other sessions where we'll do approval workflows and we'll look at how we'll stop it right there for approval because they've gone over a credit limit or an overdue balance, and a purchasing session to say how we stock up our inventory so we can manage this this order. But in the meantime, I'm going to go ahead and post it, ship it, and invoice it. And while the system is doing that, so we're decrementing stock, taking it off the shelf. Where we don't have stock, obviously we need to top up first. And we have an invoice which I can have a look at. So here's my invoice. It's my posted sales invoice. On the other side, what I have is I have a message here to say, Dear Oliver, thank you for your confirmation. This is Newco again. Your order's been successfully processed, and it's attached as a PDF. Please let us know. And I'll confirm. So Oliver's going to get that email in his inbox. That's Newco. And if we have a look at Newco, we will see that it has changed from a quote to an order. There we go. I want to come out of here and very quickly say a datum. Of course, there's a lot going on, and we've got some stats, as we said, including credit limits which are exceeded. Newco, we started with a quote. We now have a sales order. It's got a value to it, and we start to do business with them. And it's COD, so it's outstanding already. So today we have created a customer. We've created a contact. We have created a quote for them using Copilot. And through Copilot, we have gone backwards and forwards with Oliver to convert that quote, confirm it, and convert it into an order. On the other side, we had a look at a datum. We captured a sales quote. We emailed it to the customer. They phoned us back to say they like it. They adjusted some numbers. We had an opportunity related to it with some tasks. We've closed that opportunity as one, and we've gone and invoiced and shipped in a basic warehouse environment, where we'll have another session looking at advanced warehouse. But for today, we've done our job, and Copilot has been a great help. Thank you, Oliver.
Thank you, Franz. That's great. We hope today's session has been useful. Look out for more BC Bytes videos coming. You'll find them on our YouTube channel, our LinkedIn, and our website. And we look forward to bringing you more information about Microsoft Dynamics Business Central. Thank you. Have a great day. Thanks, Franz.
Thanks, everyone. Thanks, Oliver.